we just get a Nami coming out here?
I hope not. I think it's probably... Is it not Braum? I guess Braum into this comp probably doesn't feel great.
Yeah, the Nautilus feels... I mean, it gives you an option into the Zeri, but I don't think this is a great response from DRX into what DM Freaks have prepared, you know? You have 2 shorter range carries, and once one of those, so assuming DM Freaks do the combo correctly, which we know they are very capable of doing, even if the ult doesn't connect. I think he had enough HP to just walk it off, but goes for the safe play and flashes out of that one. Doesn't want to die in this situation. Now, Rich is low, but is it diveable? Pioshik's so close to having his ult, it's not quite there.
Yeah, it really does want level 6.
Yep.
That happened in pro play. That was the thing that existed. It's all right. There's the combo. Flash does come out, but it's not going to really do anything here, and that is a very dead Talia. First blood goes over to Pioshik. Man, the combo doing exactly what it says on the tin. DNF off to a great start as Sponge trying to taxi out with these grubs. Should be able to do so as life's coming over. Andil there as well. Teddy throws out the culling just to say no, 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 no. No aggression from you guys. And Pioshik will be able to secure the first grub. We'll see how many more of them he can get, but control of the topside wave is there for Teddy and Andil, so it should be that DRX can grab this.
Yeah, good setup though from Bulldog and Pioshik. First ult, first kill, you get the ultimate hunter stack.
Looks like not too much more going to occur, as another horn has been blown here as the equalizer goes down. Yehu's just going to drive into this bottom lane and try and feel a little bit better about the state of the game by killing the Rumble.
Waiting for that to be finished before starting this up is a good call, but it sacrifices so much control over the area, and that is the cost of waiting for the item.
There's a lot of vision down here now for DNF, but there's one little ward in the front door. And of course, the Rift Scuttler is going to be unclearable. Now it's going to be a bit of a team fight as the orb is over here. Teleport to come in as Berserker already takes a full culling to the face. Knockup comes on through there though from the depth charge, and down goes the Orianna. Equalizer comes in as well. They're walking down the red carpet, but I think this is just because they're famous as DRX getting another knockup onto life. He's going to go down. It's a triple for Teddy, and that was a disaster for DNF. Some napkin math, guys.
Teddy now as well finished Navori off that last fight, got a huge influx of gold.
Oh my god, it's one entire item ahead.
Yeah, he is really dangerous.
Okay, well they're not going to be fighting for this Herald. I just don't think that's going to happen. Sponge going to be able to poke Shelly in the eye. They will be able to lock this one down. Information is given over.
Spawning in 30 seconds. And we see DRX once again setting up really good control of vision in the area.
Well, here it is, combo one more time as there is the flash out from Yahoo. Does get the shield back though from his Seraphs that just transformed. Don't know whether it was in time though as the flash does go forward. Bulldog, remember, doesn't have his flash as prepared earlier. The culling comes in. Sponge going to be able to lock that one down as Pioshik doing some alcove gaming, and they do have an equalizer there. But Andil with a massive knock-up onto 3 people. It managed to curve, hits a max range hook at the same time. Sponge was alive for so long, but Berserker is as well. That's another kill coming on through here for Teddy as Rich does go down. Life and Berserker will be able to take control of this one though, and that is a much better fight.
And Berserker pops the ult, starts to get some good value in. Teddy comes in close, passes back up, and now another fight coming through.
Yep, and Pioshik managed to get on top of Teddy this time around. That is the priority target. He may go down for it though, as Yahoo getting some good volleys off. Andil will be taken out by the extendo beam of Berserker though, so a 2-for-1 trade feels real good. And DNF back on the horse.
And this is why this composition is so powerful, this ability to punish. You know, this Fed carry, this Lucian seemed like it'd be such a problem. They're just dealing with it, just ult him. It's that simple. They don't have the jungler though, so they can't really start the dragon, but they have numbers advantage, which will keep DRX away. One timer is going to be coming up soon. I will say though, look at the ult timer on Pioshik. It's already half the cooldown is gone.
Yeah. It's absurd. Well, there's a polymorph. Still managing to get the ram out here is Yahoo. Looking for the angle onto Berserker. Rich trying to get there, and Berserker is just not under any threat at all. Rift Herald does go down. Shelly going to start the party in that mid lane. Wasn't really too many options though as far as follow-up, and Rich just really is obsessed with putting that R button on cooldown.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they get control of the area though. They have to respond to the Rift Herald. Dragon's being started up. The Pioshik, and look at the timers on the Orianna and the Nocturnal.
Yeah.
2 seconds, both of them.
Perfectly synced. They can now press that button again. Let's see when Pioshik decides to go in. There's the shockwave, connects onto one. Knockup is decent as well from the Wild Growth as the culling this time is going to cut through them. Teddy's at full health, but I don't know whether the fight has much left in it. As the wall comes down, Andil in a little bit of an awkward position. Pyosik is kind of running for the hills. Yehu just dies to basically the wolves. What was quite going on there? Life is also dead though, which is ironic and sad here for DNF.
So Berserker's trying to push up here, but then Teddy threatens him later. Now, yeah, out of counter dodge.
So they just decide that they want to take that, and that is because the Nocturne was dead alongside the Lulu. So they just walk over and take it. DNF, not really much of a way of doing anything, and Dudu didn't have Equalizer or anything like that to try and start a fight. Maybe they're going to start one right now, as Dudu is just dead to start this one off. The Ram gets the double knock-up onto Life and Berserker. And there is the Shockwave to connect onto 2. They're still going to go for it here. As Sponge dives in, the Polymorph is great though out of Life. And that's going to be able to take him down. Yahoo, the only damage left alive. And DRX didn't quite need to do that, but neither did DNF. And they're the ones that are going to capitalize this time. Rich and Yahoo still trying to stand their ground here, and they're doing a great job. Throwing a bunch of rocks around. There's the Wild Growth to come on through. Another decent polymorph here, and Yahoo does go down. Rich, no more blue stuff left available, and so he is just going to back away. So they lose the Otacon, they lose the Dragon, but they take a turret and they win a fight.
Now, one away from Seoul, but the goal leader is in favor of DNF, and the team fighting is so strong, this game feels like it could be anyone's.
Certainly good, and it's the Rise group, baby. That's, I mean, no game is ever decided. As a teleport in from Rich is weird, but it's not really going to result in anything.
And the thing is, even if they don't kill Teddy, even if they don't immediately explode him, if you get him low enough that he can't team fight as a short-range carry, that's enough for Berserker just to run rampant.
Yeah.
And now they're pushing and aggressively getting control.
Well, the Essence Reaver is what's going to get upgraded here by Rich.
Well, I guess they just what we
did,
said earlier isn't relevant.
Yeah, they just wanted to press the button on whoever. And you know what? It's better than not upgrading anything. As now it's a face-off in the river. Yahoo just checking the angles. Dudu on a flank, looking pretty good. Does land the Harpoon here as Yahoo taking a fair bit of damage. And now the Ornhorn to come in. They do just split them apart. The wall does come down as Sponge gets in here. It is Soul that's on the line as the Shockwave is a drive-by. As Pyosik gets into that back line, it is going to be the Soul secured here by DRX. And the fight is entirely split. This is absolute insanity as Teddy goes into melee range with Dudu, and it kind of works out, I guess, but now he's by himself. On the other side of the fight, it is a catastrophe. And so someone gonna have to try and kill him. They need someone to walk up and actually fight Teddy, which is what they're struggling with right now, as the polymorph is going to wear off. Teddy now just trying to take the fight to them, and Berserker will be able to do it here. They wait for the barrier, and down he goes.
Ult me.
Yeah,
and he's like just hiding, like just refusing to show up.
Well, there's a like Hex Flash in, I think, as the Shockwave just going to be used onto Andil alone. The Equalizer goes down. That's going to be enough to take down the Nautilus, as now the paranoia sets in. Crescent Guard to come on through there, and there it is. Pyosik does decide to go forward, but there's no Shockwave, there's no combo. And yes, they kill Andil, and that is all that is actually going to occur. Leandri's going to get upgraded there as well.
Wait, Elder's not for 10 seconds. They're just going to maybe rush the Baron and hope to get to Elder in time. This is a risky play.
This is very risky. Maybe they just hopefully... Well, I mean, they're going to trade Elder for Baron is what DRX are opting into here. But they could just get aced. And they're not going to make it to this Elder at all. And so Elder is going to get secured here by DNF. It's traded for the Baron, and Elder is better in a fight, guys.
Yeah,
I'm hoping so.
Direction.
Oh, got a bit of a hook to connect onto Dudu. Sponge going to follow up there as well. He has an arm guard, but he elects not to use it because he knew he was dead. And Dudu just overstepping here, caught napping on the bottom side of the map. But still, it might be a turret finally going down for DRX. Look at that, making use of them grubs here at 36 minutes.
Yeah, finally getting some value from them. Able to take the tower. That mid tower is pretty low as well. Could maybe look towards that. And getting some value. Closing that gold lead a little bit. And maybe this was the thought process. You know, if we trade those objectives, we extend the game and we just give more opportunities for DNF to potentially throw.
That's all of them. Just looking for a little bit of an angle here. As DRX this time parking themselves towards the Elder. Vision does come through. There is a hook to connect. Oh my goodness, Dudu this time manages to go golden, but the knockups are going to come through from Rich. He's just standing his ground as Teddy, not even worried. He's flashing forward, and there's the depth charge DNF falling apart at the seams as Berserker is flashing over, but this time, Sponge does not care, and that GA is not going to be guarding anything. And just as the complete opposite of what we saw before, it is only Dudu left alive. It's a flash forward from who says not even that will stay there. DRX, I think, just won the game.
And it just feels inevitable when it gets to those late game situations. DNF have their struggles, and DRX find the clutch window to close it out. It's a 5-0 in the late game team fight. They managed to get the picks, they managed to get the cleanup. Berserker on this Fed, Zeri can't do anything, and it'll be a 1-0 lead for DRX in this series.
Teddy playing it really, really well towards the end there, but I have to say, Rich loves pressing his ulti button. He managed to find a bit of an angle that time around, was frontlining beautifully, and DRX just pushed forward for the win.